Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had.
Have a seat. Did you understand what I just said?
Can we agree to disagree on the legalese?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here.
So you're saying that I have to say the words "I understand"?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. Do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that.
not interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
All right, guys. Today we've got one of the most annoying and clueless sovereign citizens to ever hit this channel. This guy is pushing every single button Judge Simpson has, and things get very explosive. It's literally like watching somebody beg for a contempt charge in real time, and I know you guys love Mio the buffoon, so I just had to post this for you guys. Let me know in the comments while you guys watch this video how high you think Mio the buffoon's IQ is. Let's go ahead and dive in here.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
State your name.
My name is Daniel McGoo, for the record, Your Honor.
You're going to represent yourself in this matter, sir?
Yes, sir.
I do have to advise you that in this case, you are charged with the offense of assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer. That is a high court misdemeanor felony, punishable by up to 2 years and or $2,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
I understand your charge.
You understand also that there is great peril in one representing themselves. You understand that, sir?
I'm not afraid, Your Honor.
Did you understand what I just said? That there is great peril in representing oneself.
I comprehend what you're saying, Your Honor.
Tell you what. Either you're going to answer my questions and you're going to answer them properly, or we're going to have a long time and I'm not going to have these people wait. So while you decide how you're going to handle this, I'm going to have you have a seat. I'm going to pass your case. You will come back up and you will learn how to operate within this court. Plain and simple. Have a seat. Have a seat. And you might want to wipe that smirk off your face while you're doing it. State your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Daniel McGoo.
I have stated the admonishments that I was giving to the defendant representing himself. I apprised him of the maximum penalties and the charges. Apprised him, and sir, I'll ask you the question again. You understand that there can be great peril in representing yourself?
I fully recognize and acknowledge the seriousness of the charges, which include allegations of
not my question. You understand that there can be serious peril in representing yourself?
I recognize what you're saying, and I'm fully prepared to proceed with this matter.
Will you just do me a favor and answer my question? Do you understand that there is great peril in representing oneself?
I recognize that.
Okay, then stop there. Okay. You recognize.
Recognize.
Do you understand that that in any of the proceedings that the court would hold you to the same standards as if you were a practicing attorney, will give no leeway one way or the other, will show no favoritism or no bias because you are representing yourself? You understand that, sir?
I recognize what you're saying, Your Honor.
You know what? I don't know why you just won't understand. I'm asking you, and I need a direct answer, whether you understand what I am saying, not whether or not you're recognizing the words. Do you understand what I am saying?
I overstand.
Two, I'm not going to lie. I've got to give it to this guy. That was actually kind of funny, even though he's got the IQ of a tortoise on NyQuil. I can't even deny it. He actually made me laugh there, but on the other hand, I'm also kind of mad at this guy. Or should I say, clown, because he's just straight up wasting everybody's time in court. Like, bro, do you know how much a judge's time costs? Courtrooms don't run on monopoly money, bro. Judges, lawyers, and even the clerk all get paid by the hour, and every single second this dude spends playing legal dodgeball is money down the drain. And let's not forget, obstruction of justice is a real thing. You can't just turn court into an open mic night and expect no consequences. Let me know what you guys think about this guy. Let's dive back in.
You want to be...
Your Honor.
You have a seat.
I'm not...
Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had...
Have a seat. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. The other one's in custody. I realize we are now at least caught up within an hour. I think those that want to go probably want me to take a break about now. So I'm going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break. I'll come back out and then I'll call the case. The court's going to stay in recess.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Magoo. Here in Louis Juris.
All right. So on this matter, I was apprised of your rights. I told you about the charges in this case. We get to the point of understanding that there is a certain peril in representing.
Listening, sorry. My notes, I apologize, Your Honor. I meant no disrespect.
Nah, that had to be on purpose. There's no way he just casually walked away while the judge was talking. Like, does he not realize he's in a courtroom and not his living room? I'm honestly surprised Judge Simpson hasn't thrown 30 days at him for contempt yet, because ignoring a judge like that is basically begging for a jail stay. And let's just talk about Mr. Bigoo for just a second. How do you even take yourself seriously with a name like that? Mio sounds like the guy who trips over a flat surface, spills his coffee, and then somehow blames gravity. But in court, that kind of energy just lands you in a holding cell. So let's dive back in and see where his attitude gets him next.
And that the court will treat you the same as an attorney in the case. You understand, sir? Listen closely to my question. Do you understand that?
I do not understand it.
You do not understand it.
No.
The court, you will be presumed to know the rules of procedure as well as the Michigan rules of evidence, that the court will not be giving you assistance in regard to this case.
What I'm trying to say, Your Honor, is I do not understand the charges that are pitting against me, because they violate a lot of my rights. And the prosecutor served me the discovery packet on the 27th of last month. Since then, I have not received any kind of evidence or any kind of claims that I violated any kind of anything that day. So I'm here waiting for that to occur. So no, I don't understand.
Waiting for what to occur?
Well, under the rights to due process, Your Honor, 4th, 5th, 8th Amendment, there has to be substantiated amount of evidence to accuse me of a crime, like assault on a police officer, obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest. I take these charges very serious, Your Honor. Because of these charges, I have lost custody of my son, and I want to make sure that these justice is served and equity is ensured here.
Sir, I just asked you before whether or not you understood the charges.
And I answered you, Your Honor. I said I do not understand them.
Whether or not you disagree with them or not, is not the issue. The issue is do you understand what you are charged with?
I do not understand, Your Honor.
Is there a reason other than what you said that you do not understand?
I can elaborate a little further, Your Honor. I'm still
I
waiting.
wish you wouldn't. I just need to understand why you don't understand.
I'm trying to get there, Your Honor, if we could talk
I'm
about it.
not asking you whether or not you agree that you should be charged. I'm not asking whether or not you believe that you did it. I'm not asking any of that. I'm asking whether or not you understand what you are charged with.
Can we agree to disagree on the legalese?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here. You play by my rules.
So you're saying that I have to say the words, I understand?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything.
Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing. I am not going to play this game with you.
I'm not.
So what? No, you are playing a
I'm
game.
not.
So no, you are. And do not interrupt me ever again. Do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a week to think about it, because I'm not going to sit here, call your case up 4 or 5 times for you to sit here and to go through this whole, try to play some semantical game. So I will adjourn this out to December 12th, 2024. I will adjourn it to 9 a.m.
Your Honor.
or I will, do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that date.
not interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
At this point, this dude is just being a full-blown pest like, yeah, it was funny at first. We all got a good laugh at Meg Goo the buffoon. But now that we've been entertained, I really wish Judge Simpson would just slap him with the 30. Days already, people like this guy are the reason court cases, dragging forever, just wasting so much time and tax dollars while everyone else just wants to get on with their lives. Honestly, judges need to stop giving endless warnings and just start handing out contempt charges on site. No debates, no second chance, just straight to jail. Especially for me, the buffoon, like I said. Court isn't an open mic night, and if somebody wants to act like a fool, they can do it from a holding cell. Do you? Guys think Judge Simpson should have shut it down already, or is he being too patient? Interview 5, you just know when Judge Simpson calls out for Mr. Allen, it is about to go down. That's pretty much like the courtroom version of a parent using your full name. You just know it's over. But as for this clown, I'd say he got off pretty easy in my opinion. No contempt charge, no time behind bars, just a verbal smackdown and a free pass back to the streets. Honestly, I think that's a win for him, because I've seen Judge Simpson lock people up for way less. The fact that this dude managed to rattle the judge that much and still walk away without a cont charge is honestly wild. Either Judge Simpson was feeling extra generous, or this guy just has some kind of courtroom plot armor. But speaking of MEU, the buffoon, it really makes me wonder why he doesn't have custody of his kids anymore. He claimed it was because of this case here, but let's just be real. There is a good chance it had more to do with the negative IQ. He has... Family courts don't just hand out custody losses like free samples at Costco. They look at stability decision-making and, basic adulting skills, none of which Mayo seems to have mastered. If you can't even take a court hearing seriously, how are you even supposed to take care of a child? The support court judge probably saw him walk in, heard him open his mouth, and immediately thought, yeah, we're going to. Go ahead and pass on that. But anyways, that's a wrap on this wild court hearing here. Let me know what you guys thought. I know this court hearing was an older one, but it's just such a classic. I had to bring it back up. But I really want to hear you guys' opinion. Do you think Judge Simpson was being too nice? Even though he was verbally abusing this guy, I still feel like he could have gone a little bit harder here, but let me know in the comments. I love reading your guys' comments, so it just makes my day. But also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys want more videos like this. I post every single day, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, everyone.